the last session we discussed exercise 2 point up to 12 questions. Now see the 13th question. Here what they have given, there are 180 multiple choice questions in a test. In a test, there are how many questions, total number of questions they have given, which is 180. This is the total number of questions, and in the question they said that a candidate gets 4 marks for every correct answer. If you have written one correct answer, they are getting 4 marks for the correct answer. And if they are written wrong answer, they are reducing 1 mark. So how many marks they are reducing? 1 mark they are reducing for the incorrect answer or wrong answer. So here this is the question given here, and after that he got how many marks after writing all the exams? He got the marks which is 450 marks he got in the exam. Now you need to calculate how many questions did he answer correctly. Again what the question says here we did. There are 180 multiple choice questions in a test. In a test there are 180 questions. A candidate gets 4 marks for every correct answer. For each correct answer they are getting the 4 marks, and for every unattempted or wrongly answered questions 1 mark is deducted from the total score of the correct question. That means if he has written any wrong answer or if he did not attempt any question, 1 mark will be reduced. Based on that, if a candidate scored 450 marks in the test and after writing the exam he got 450 marks. Now in the question what they asked, how many questions did he answer correctly? How many questions he answered correctly they are asking here. For this what we need to find it here, you don't know how many questions he answered correctly. So let us consider the number of correct answers Bx. If the number of correct answers Bx, what will be the number of incorrect answers, which is 180 minus x, because we know that the total number of questions is 180, and if the correct answers is x, what will be the incorrect answers? Just you need to reduce from 180, so that you will get 180 minus x. This is the incorrect answers. Now for each correct answers, how many marks they are giving? 4 marks they are giving. So the total marks, how many marks he has to get? Which is 4 into x, right? Similarly, for each incorrect answer or unattempted question, how many marks they are reducing? 1 mark they are reducing. So how many we are assuming here? 180 minus x. From this you need to reduce 1 mark. This means 1 into 180 minus x. After doing this calculation, how many marks he got? Which is 450 marks. Now after seeing the question, we got this equation. Based on this equation we need to find the value of x, which is the number of the correct answers. Again what the question says here, in an exam total 180 questions are there. In that 4 marks are given for the correct answers and 1 mark is reduced for the incorrect or the unattempted answer. And after writing the exam he got the score which is 450. This is the question given. Now you need to find the number of correct answers. Let us consider the number of correct answers Bx. Then since he got for each correct answer 4 marks, how many marks he has to get for the correct answers, which is 4 into x, right? Because if he has written 1 correct answer, he will get 4 marks. If he has written 2 correct answers, how many marks he has to get, which is 4 into 2, which is 8 marks. If he has written 3 correct answers, how many marks he has to get, which is 12 marks. If he has written x correct answers, how many marks he has to get, which is nothing but 4 into x marks, right? Just you need to multiply. So this is the number of marks he got for the correct answers and the number of marks he got for the incorrect answers, which is 180 minus x. Now after calculating this one, you got the result as 450. Now you need to solve this one. So how do you solve? Just solve it. This one, 4x minus 1 into 180, which is 190, minus into minus is plus, 1 into x is x, which is 450. Now what is the value of 4x plus x, which is 5x, is equal to 450. If you take minus 180 to right hand side, it will become plus 180. You will get here plus 180. 5x is equal to 0 plus 0, which is 0. 8 plus 5. What is the value of 8 plus 5, which is 13? 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. You are getting 5x is equal to 630. Then what is the value of x? 630 by 5. Now calculate it what you get here? 5 ones are 5, you will get 13 here. 5 twos are 10, 3 will remain, 30 will be there, 5 6 are 30. So you got the value of x as 126, which is the number of correct answers. What they have given here, the total number of questions is 180. For each correct answer they are getting 4 marks. For each incorrect answer they are reducing 1 mark. Based on this we need to calculate how many correct answers he has written, and after calculating we got it is 126. Now write the answer. So what's given here? Total number of questions. How many questions are there? Total 180, and marks given for the correct answer. How many marks they have given for the correct answers? 4 marks. Marks reduced for incorrect answer or unattempted question. That means if the question is not attempted or if the question is written wrong, how many marks they are reducing here? 1 mark they are reducing. So the total score, how much is the total score? The total score they got it here 450. Now here, based on this one, you need to find the number of correct answers. So let the number of correct answers is equal to x. Then what will be the number of incorrect answers? Then the number of incorrect answers will be 180 minus x. Now, what is the total score he got? He got the total score which is 450 marks. Now, according to the question, what we can write? According to the problem, you can write it as 4x minus 1 into 180 minus x is equal to 450. Now you need to solve this one. So what you will get here? After solving this one, 4x minus 180 we already solved. So you get 5x is equal to 450 plus 180, which is 630. 5x, and what is the value of x? 630 by 5, which is 126. So what is x is nothing but the number of correct answers. So write it here. Therefore the number of correct answers is equal to 126. This is the problem. Now see the next question, 14th question. Here, what's the 14th question given here? A sum of 500 rupees is in the form of denominations of 5 rupees and 10 rupees. That means here 500 rupees is there. In that all are 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes. Total 500 rupees is there. In that 500 rupees all are 5 rupee notes and the 10 rupee notes are there. And if the total number of notes is 90. And if you add the total number of notes, that will be 90. You don't know how many 5 rupee notes are there and how many 10 rupee notes are there, but after calculating the total result, you are getting the total notes as 90. Now, based on this, we need to find the number of notes of each denomination. That means you need to find how many 5 rupee notes are there, how many 10 rupee notes are there. This you need to find it. Now here what is given here, total 500 rupees is there. In that all are 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes, and they have given that this 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes together you are getting total 90 notes. But you need to find in this 90 notes how many 5 rupee notes are there, how many 10 rupee notes are there, you need to find it. Now you don't know how many 5 rupee notes are there, let us consider it as x, right? And if 5 rupee notes are x, then what will be the 10 rupee notes? You know that after adding these two notes you are getting the result as 90. If the 5 rupee notes is x, then what will be the 10 rupee notes, which is 90 minus x? Because you know that the total is 90, you are getting the 90 minus x. Now here they have given the total amount. If the 5 rupee notes are x, then how many 5 rupee notes will be there, which is 5 into x, right? Here how many 10 rupees will be there, 10 into 90 minus x. But you know that the total rupees will be 500. So here you got this one as 500. Now you need to find the value of x. So what will get here, 5x plus 10 into 90, which is 900, plus into minus minus 10 into x, which is 10x, is equal to 500. Now what is the value of 5x minus 10x? You know that, which is minus 5x, is equal to, if you take plus 900 to the right hand side, it will become minus 900. So you will get 500 minus 900. So what you will get here, minus 5x is equal to, what is this value, which is nothing but minus 400. You know that 900 minus 500, which is 400, and you have to see the bigger number symbol, which is minus, so you need to keep here minus to the answer. So what is the value of x here? This minus will get cancelled. You will get x is equal to 400 by 5. So after calculating, what you will get here, 5 8s are 40. You are getting the x value as 80. What is x? Is nothing but 5 rupee notes, right? And what will be the 10? What will be the value of the 10 rupee notes, which is nothing but 10? Because the total is 90. You are getting the 5 rupees notes as 80. Then what will be the 10 rupee notes, which is nothing but 90 minus 80. So you will get the 10 rupee notes. How many will be there? Which is 10. This is the question. What they have given. There are 500 rupees. In that all are 5 rupee notes and the 10 rupee notes. And they have given the total number of notes. That means the 5 rupee notes and the 10 rupee notes together. You are getting 90 notes. And based on this, you need to find how many 5 rupee notes are there and how many 10 rupee notes are there. Now let us see here. Let us assume the 5 rupee notes are x. Then what will be the 10 rupee notes, which is 90 minus x. Now what is the total amount of 5 rupee notes, which is 5 into x. Suppose if you have one 5 rupee note, what you are getting, which is 5. If you have two 5 rupee note, how much amount you will have? 10. If you have 3 5 rupee note, how much amount you will have? 15. How you are getting? Just you are multiplying this 5 to this value, because 5 into 1, which is 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. Like that you are doing. Similarly here, we are taking here the 5 rupee notes are x. If 5 rupee notes are x, then what is the total amount? Just you need to multiply these two values, right? So you get 5x plus, similarly, how many 10 rupee notes are there, which is 90 minus x. So you need to multiply here with 10, and after adding you are getting the result as 500. Now write the answer, this one. What is the total amount they have given? 500 rupees. And let the number of 5 rupee note be x. Then the number of 10 rupee note is 90 minus x, because the total number of notes is 90. Now according to the problem, how you can write? You can write the total number of 5 rupees and 10 rupees, which is 90 minus x, and the total you got it as 500 rupees. Now here what you get? 900 minus 10x is equal to 500 minus 5x is equal to minus 400, and you are getting x is equal to 400 by 5, which you are getting 80, and therefore the number of 5 rupee notes is 80, and the number of 10 rupee notes are how much, which is 90 minus 80, which is 10. This is the problem. Now see the next question. 15th question. This one, 15th question I will explain. This one you can do it as a homework, the same you can do it. Now what the question says here. What they have given, a person spent 564 rupees in buying pens and pencils, and if the cost of each pen is 5 rupees, and what they have given, cost of pen, each pen cost is 7 rupees, and the pencil, the cost is 3 rupees, and now here the total amount is spent for the pen and the pencil, it is given as 564 rupees, and after that what they have given, the total number of things bought was 108. How many of each type did he buy? The same problem they have given, what we have done before problem. In the before problem we have calculated the 5 rupee note and the 10 rupee note. Just here the same thing, you need to calculate the number of pens and the number of pencils. Just the same thing they have given. What they have given here, some person purchased pens and pencils, and the cost of each pen is 7 rupees, pencil is 3 rupees, and the total amount he paid, which is 564 rupees. And after that, total number of things they bought, that means total number of pens and pencils they bought is 108. That means he bought 108 pen and pencils together, and he paid 564 rupees. Now they are asking here how many pens he bought and how many pencils he bought. Again, what the question says here, one person purchased pens and pencils and he paid 564 rupees. And how many pencils and pens he bought together? He bought 108 together, total pens and pencils. Now you need to calculate how many pencils he bought and how many pens he bought. You don't know how many pencils he bought, let us consider it as x. Then how many pens, how many pencils he got, which is 108 minus x, right? Because the total together is 108. If you are taking the number of pens is x, then what will be the number of pencils, which is 108 minus x? You need to subtract that one. Now how much amount he is paying for the cost of each pen, which is 7. Since he bought x pens, how much money he has to pay, which is 7x. Now similarly here, how much money he has to pay for the pencils, which is 3 into 108 minus x. And altogether how much he is paying, which is 564 rupees. Now here we got the equation. Based on this equation you need to find the value of x, which gives the number of pens, and after subtracting 108 from the number of pens you are getting the number of pencils. This is the homework, you can do it. Now see the next question. Next question also is a homework, you can do it. Just you need to find the perimeter of the rectangle. You know the perimeter of the rectangle, which is 2 into L plus B, and they have given the perimeter of the school polyboard court, which is 177. They have given the perimeter, and you know the perimeter of the rectangle, which is 2 into L plus B, which is 177, and they have given here the length is twice the breadth. That means let us consider the breadth as x, then what will be the length? Twice, that means double. So if it is x, what will be the length, which is 2x. Just they have given this one. From this equation you can value of x, which gives the breadth, and if you multiply with 2, you will get the length. This is the problem. You can do it. Now you can see the last problem in this exercise. Seventeenth question. Here, what they have given, the sum of the page numbers on the facing pages of a book is 373. What are those pages? That means, here let us consider this is the open book, and they have given here 2 page numbers will be there in the book, right? And if you add these 2 page numbers, you have to get the result as 373. Here what the question given here. If you add these 2 page numbers, you have to get the result as 373. That means, let us consider this is the first page. And what will be this page number? Which is 2. Because if you add 1 to the next number, you will get the next page. Let us consider the first page as x. Then, what will be the next page? Which is x plus 1. Because if you add 1 to the number, you will get the next page. And what they said here, after adding these 2 pages, you have to get 373. Now, you need to find what are those page numbers. So, here x plus x, which is 2x plus 1 is equal to 373. If you take plus 1 to that side, it will become minus 1. You will get 373 minus 1, which is 372. Now, what is the value of x? 372 by 2. What you get here? 2 ones are 2. 1 will remain. 2 8s are 16. And 1 will be there. 2 6 are 12. So, here, what is the first page? Which is 186. And what is the second page? You know that 186 after you will get 187. Now, add it, what you will get? You will get 373. This is the answer. So, write it here. Let the first page number be x, then the second page number will be, just you need to add 1 to that one. So what you will get? Then the second page number is x plus 1. So according to the problem what they have given, after adding those 2 pages, you have to get the answer which is 373. Now after solving, you got which is x. Now here you can write it. Therefore, the required page numbers are what are those? 186 and 187.